Por kohë e fundit ka folur një personazh I përfshirë në këtë ngjarje. Ka patur dy procese hetimore, një proces në Shqipëri, por dhe një proces në Amerikë. Aty ku drejtuesit e firmës AEY, Diveroli dhe David Packouz u gjykuan dhe u dënuan. U dënuan sigurisht duke pranuar fajin e tyre në përfshirjen në aktivitete ilegale lidhur me legjislacionin e Shteteve të Bashkuara. Por tani vitën më vonë David Packouz, njëri prej tyre, që është dhe personazh tek filmi I famshëm I Hollywoodit, ka rrëfyer para kamerave gjithçka. Dhe me fjalë thjeshta ka treguar se si ai dhe kolegu I tij Diveroli shkelin ligjet amerikane, shkelin ligjet shqiptare në bashkëpunim edhe me zyrtarët e lartë të autoriteteve shqiptare, ushtarake, por dhe civile. Dhe ai aty flet dhe tregon me një thjeshtësi të frikshme se si në të aferë ishin përfshirë biznesmen dhe ai që e quhen djali I kryeministit.
My name is David Packouz, and I'm a former arms dealer. I was arrested for trafficking $300 million worth of arms internationally. And this is how crime works. There's a lot more stuff going on behind the scenes than people think. And usually with the consent of the major powers involved. When we started winning big contracts, that's when I really started feeling like we were treading in deep waters. I feel like I got incredibly lucky. I went through a crazy experience and I managed to avoid getting killed and I managed to avoid doing prison time, and for that I am eternally grateful. And I got a really cool movie made about my life, and how many people can say that, right? Well, I never expected to become an arms dealer, that's for sure. I was in my early 20s going to college studying chemistry and working part-time as a massage therapist, and I had a few side businesses selling SD cards online, selling bed sheets and linens and towels to nursing homes. And then I bumped into a friend of mine that I had known since I was a kid, a guy named Diveroli, and his company was called AEY Inc. We started out as friends. Every waking moment we had, we were slaving away, trying to win contracts, deliver on contracts, finding sources. So we saw this solicitation posted on the government website, and it was all munitions. So it wasn't for weapons, it was all for the stuff that gets fired by the weapons. It's like 150 million rounds for the AK-47, 30 million rounds for the PKM machine gun, 1.1 million grenades, something like 70,000 anti-aircraft rockets. The quantities were enormous. We'd never seen anything even close to this. This particular contract was going to the Afghan National Army. It was being supplied by the US Army because we had invaded Afghanistan after September 11th. The Bush administration decided to arm the Afghans to the teeth so that they wouldn't have to worry about running out of munitions if the next administration would pull out of Afghanistan. You saw videos of the Taliban riding American Humvees and shooting American weapons, including all the munitions that we shipped to Afghanistan. Before I got into this business, I didn't know anything about arms. I never even owned a gun. When we started winning big contracts and started getting affected by the international political situation, that's when I really started feeling like we were treading in deep waters.
A kishte themi përfshirja juaj dhe kompanisë cilën ju përfaqësoni në këtë tregti të lishme armatimesh jashtë Shqipërisë, a kishit ju një mbështetje politike?
Absolutisht jo. Absolutisht. Unë s'kisha asnjë lloj lidhje politike. Thjesht biznesi tim ishte I listuar në listat e bizneseve që janë antarë të dhomës amerikane të tregtisë. Kompania amerikane kontaktoi me dhomën amerikane të tregtisë, do të thënë dhomën amerikane shqiptare të tregtisë, të saktësojmë më mirë. Dhe morën, natyrshëm, miratimin e tyre edhe që të kontaktonin direkt me biznesin tim.
So the United States is actually the biggest arms manufacturer in the world, by far, and biggest arms exporter in the world. So there's two major calibers in the world. That's two different weapon systems. There's the Warsaw Pact, which is manufactured by the former Soviet Union republics. And there's NATO, which is manufactured by the NATO alliance, the West, and they're not intercompatible. The United States doesn't manufacture Warsaw Pact weapons. So when they want to supply a country with Warsaw Pact weapons, then they need to go to third parties, and that's mostly the former Soviet republics. The United States places various countries on arms embargoes for various reasons. China was placed on an arms embargo in 1989 because there was the infamous Tiananmen Square massacre. They also placed Russia on an arms embargo shortly before they awarded us the contract. Originally, the United States was planning to buy all the munitions directly from Russia because they were the only single supplier that could supply the entire list of munitions that the United States was looking to buy. And that's why they put the contract out for bid for a broker like us to give them a single price for everything, because they didn't want to deal with 50 people, so they would rather deal with a middleman who dealt with all the end suppliers for them. For the small caliber ammunition, which was the 7.62 by 39 ammo, the ammunition used by the AK-47, which is the standard assault rifle of the Warsaw Pact, the best price that we got was from the country of Albania. At the time, Albania had a massive stockpile of Warsaw Pact ammunition, and they were trying to join the NATO alliance. And NATO was requiring them to get rid of all their old Soviet ammunition.